this computer. And then I'm going to pause. Should probably get started, huh? We want to be respectful of your time. So we're here. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining. We're here to talk about the topic of oily routines, and we're just so pleased that you've joined us tonight. By establishing these oily routines, it's helped us both to have a more positive mindset, a more productive day, and better sleep. So we just wanted to share that a little bit with you guys. So I've been living this essential oils lifestyle for about 2.5 years now, and progressively over time, it's made its way into a lot of different aspects of my life. I started, like a lot of you, with my diffuser and my 12 oils kit, and started using those oils. And then I started drinking the Ningxia Red. And I know a lot of you started with the Ningxia Red. And then from there, it's kind of blossomed into sort of every corner of my life. And just to demonstrate this, I wanted to share this with you guys, what I found this week. Let me see if I can share this here. Yeah, let me minimize. Okay. This is not gonna look that good. Let's see. Okay. Can you see what I found this week?
Wow.
Wow.
This was hidden in a cabinet in a basket that I hadn't looked at for a long time. All of these prescription medications and over-the-counter stuff. And I was like, what? I didn't even know I had these things anymore, or hadn't thought about them or used them for a really long time. So that kind of reminded me of how far that I have, how much I've changed things in my life, because that used to be my go-to, but now my go-to is my oil stash and my supplements and healthy eating and all of those things. So I just wanted to share how I start my day with you guys. So I like to start, Ken and I both like to start by getting our exercise in first thing in the morning, because it feels like the day just gets away on you if you don't do it first thing. Mm-hmm. So we get up and we like to walk, So, but if either of us is having any soreness, and Ken has got kind of an ankle that he has that talks back to him a little bit now and again, we rub some oils on it. So we've got this little routine that we do with basically 3 oils, with Panaway, Copaiba, and wintergreen. So when I first started using oils, I did a lot of like making rollers, and I still do that some, but I've kind of recently gotten more into like layering oils, because that allows like each oil to do its thing and then apply the next thing over it, the next oil over it, to amplify it. So our process with soreness or his bum ankle is first to start with the Panaway, drop that on it, massage it in for like 30 seconds, and then put the wintergreen on it, which wintergreen is in Panaway, but we like to kind of amplify that part of it. So put the wintergreen on it, massage it for 30 seconds, then use the Copaiba, massage it in for 30 seconds. And then really what a good thing to do is top it all off with peppermint, because whatever oils you're using, peppermint is like a driver for it. So whatever you want to use, if you put peppermint on last, it's going to drive those oils in to do what you want them to do. And then you can top it all off with a carrier oil of your choice. So that's our soreness routine. So we get out, we get our walk in, and when we come back, what we both like to do is sit outside on the lanai, weather permitting, and do our Bible reading and prayer. And then I like to do the Great Day protocol. Has anybody ever heard of the Great Day protocol? It's okay. So it's 4 oils, and the purpose of it, here, let me put, the purpose of it is to just kind of start our day off with positivity. And I've noticed that it really has changed. When I take the time to do this, I do feel like I have a much better day, because it's combining some oils that have, positive energies, along with positive affirmations, or statements of gratitude, or even you can pair it with the scripture, whatever you feel comfortable with. So I'm going to demonstrate it to you guys. It really does not take long. You can do it in about a minute. But so the first oil is Valor. And I know you guys, whoever started with the kit has Valor because that comes in the kit. So first of all, a little tip when you're using your oils, try not to touch the orifice reducer on the top. You don't want to get your epithelial cells on that. So just take your time, and what you want to do is, for this, drop the Valor on your left wrist, and then you pair it with your right wrist, kind of on your pulse points, and you just hold it there. And Valor is an oil that's for courage and confidence and strength. So I usually try to think something of about courage. A lot of times it's the courage song from the convention a couple years ago is what comes to my mind that I think of. And then the next oil is, a lot of people use Harmony, but I've been using Hope. So Hope is a combination of Melissa, juniper, myrrh, and spruce. So, and I figure everybody needs hope these days. So I drop a drop of Hope into my right hand. And the place you're supposed to place this one is, you have to have patience to get these oils out. You're supposed to rub it above your belly button. So I just rub it above my belly button. And I think about what I hope for, things that I'm hoping for. Usually I visualize something in the new world, what I'm looking forward to. And then Joy is the next oil. They all smell wonderful, but Joy is a combination of rose, jasmine, tangerine, bergamot. And so I put a drop of that in my right hand, and this you rub over your heart and think of something that brings you joy for that day, something you're grateful for. And then the last oil is White Angelica, which is an oil for positivity. And so just put a drop of that on my hand, and this one I put on my head, and then kind of all around me, because I'm keeping the negative away. I'm visualizing keeping the negative away from me. So, and then at the end, of course, you got to breathe in all that goodness. So take a couple deep aromatic breaths of all those delicious oils, and it's all so beautiful and floral and just beautiful oils. So that's the Great Day Protocol. And somebody today is going to be the winner of a sample of the Great Day Protocol that Denise so kindly put together. So you get to try it, and we'll send you to a little, there's a graphic of how to use each oil, where to place them, and even scriptures that you can use with them if you like.
So these are just little vials with like a dropper. So you can either use that, or you can, take it off and just put it on. So it's good for, it has 10 drops each. So it's good for a few days of just doing the protocol to get you, see how you like it.
Yeah, I think you really find that it really, just the positive thoughts combined with the oils, give you really a good start to the day. Then I go into my bathroom and do my morning face routine, which recently I had some, you guys know I have skin problems. So recently I had some kind of allergic reaction to something. I don't know what it was. So I'm going super simple with my face right now. I'm using oil cleansing. So I'm just using like an organic jojoba oil, and I'm massaging it into my face and then gently removing it with a warm washcloth. And then as like a moisturizer, using this Royal Hawaiian Sandalwood Hydrosol, which goes out of stock all the time, but I think it's in stock right now. Last I saw anyway, it was still in stock. So this is like a byproduct of distilling the oil, Royal Hawaiian Sandalwood. So this is like something that's produced during that process, but it has so many good properties that they actually bottled this, and it's very inexpensive. So I just spray a couple spritzes of that on my face, and then I lock it all in with a moisturizer. So
protocol, not the good feeling.
Then, of course, I'm drinking my Ningxia. And I don't know about you guys, but I like to put like some oils on top of my Ningxia. So here I'm just going to put up a little graphic about some options if you want to try some of these Ningxia shots. That I can send this to you guys later too, but if anybody wants to take a screenshot of it, just some fun oils, vitality oils that you can drop on top of your Ningxia when you drink it in the morning. My personal favorite is Citrus Fresh. I also like frankincense or copaiba. So those are some that I like, but
lime is really good too.
Yes.
Lime's good. And even thieves, like right now, especially if you want to top it off with thieves, that's very good too.
Then I do my morning supplements, which is sulfurzyme and Juvatone. We did a whole class on supplements, so 2 classes. So if you want to see more, if you missed any of those and you want to see them, they're on my YouTube channel. Don't laugh. I do have a YouTube channel. It's called Oils Absolutely. And it's just basically a place to store the videos from our classes and other little helpful videos. So you can check them out on there. Then I go to work, which I'm very happy that my work is in my home, but I go and I fill my diffuser, usually with peppermint and something else, because I want to be invigorated for the day. I have this is my like desk oils, what I keep on my desk. So my main thing that I'm using when I start work is this oil called Clarity. I love this oil. It's, you know, my brain isn't always as clear as it should be. So I like to take a drop of it and just like rub it back here on my brainstem. And I feel like it really just wakes everything up, makes my brain work the way it should work. And then when I get hungry, I go and have my smoothie, which is a combination of like frozen organic fruit, along with some of the awesome protein powders that Young Living has. I've tried every one of their protein powders now, and I like all of them. I like the chocolate pure protein complete. I've tried the sleek, which is like a wolfberry flavor, and then the balance complete. And then there's a vanilla spice pure protein complete. So if you like a smoothie in the morning, but you want to add up your nutrition for your smoothie, because the protein level is awesome. There's 25 grams of protein in the pure protein complete. And then there's iron, there's all the B's. I mean, it's just really is. I used to do a smoothie a lot before I did the protein powder, and I'd be hungry again in like an hour. But the smoothie with the protein powder really holds me a lot longer. So that's my morning routine. Denise, you want to share yours?
Sure, yes. And the one thing I want to say is that our morning routines, we don't want to overwhelm you, because if you started out with a kit, there are oils in the kit that are perfect for building your own routine. And to start out slow with 1 or 2 oils and just do them consistently and see the benefits and then build on them. So I've been doing Young Living for over 3 years. And so it took me about 2 years to like revamp my whole house to Young Living and switch everything out and, you know, have all these clean products, these beneficial products. And similar to Lori, I always had ibuprofen and different things in my cabinet. And one of the bad things was ibuprofen. I was really addicted to. I could not go to sleep without 3 or 4 of them. So I've been able to get off that. So everybody knows what they need, and to start their routine for each of you specifically. And we're always welcome to talk to you and help you and work with you. We do a 3-month wellness plan to help you so that you're not overwhelmed, and that you know what your priorities are and what you want to work on. So my morning routine, and that's the thing, your routine does change, right? Because your needs and what you need support with changes, because things are always changing in our life, whether it's stress, whether it's just different things happening that are affecting us. So right now, my morning routine, the first thing I try to always remember, and I don't always remember it, is before my feet hit the floor, I think in my head of 5 things that I'm grateful for. And it really sets the tone for, instead of thinking, okay, what do I got to do today? Just do mindful thinking of what I'm grateful for, and what, you know, because we do have a lot of things to be grateful for despite everything going on. And then the first thing I do is I wash my face. That's one thing I've just added, because I was always washing my face at night, but I was really guilty of not washing my face in the morning. So I use the Bloom collection, and I like the Bloom cleanser. It's gluten-free, and it's just a wonderful cleanser. So I use that. And then I do what Lori does. I mist my face with the Hawaiian sandalwood. I'm addicted to this, but this is also awesome to spray on your hair, to spray on your pillow at night, because it's super calming and healing. And it's just, there's a lot of good uses you can do. So right on your hair, and just a fine mist on your face is really nice. And it lasts a long time. And like Lori said, it's very inexpensive. Then I come out in the kitchen, I get a big glass of water, and I put a drop or two of lemon oil in. And I try to start my day with just that cleansing of that water, and also the lemon oil. And why I love lemon oil is, I know we've talked about this. It's made from the organic, the peel of the lemon. So there's no acid in it. You don't have to worry about it spoiling, being found in your refrigerator all rotten and moldy. And it's just right there. So I just put a drop or two in my water and make sure I drink that first thing. And then I start my diffuser. Before I go sit down to start my devotions, I start my diffuser. And of course, every day that's different. What I do is different. It just depends. Maybe there was still some in there from the night before. Sometimes I'll put, like Lori said, peppermint or something to wake me up. It just depends what I'm going to be doing. And there's just so many recipes and blends, if you're on Team Live Well, that you can look up, and we can also help you with recipes that you might be looking for. So my diffuser's going, and then I sit down to start my daily devotion of reading my Bible, reading the daily text. And right before I do that, I do similar to what Lori was talking about, layering. I take frankincense, and I take a drop of that, and I rub it on my brainstem. Frankincense is awesome for focus and concentration. And it just is something that kind of gets your mind into that spiritual thinking of, you know, that you want to concentrate and not be distracted with other things, that you can really spend that time in that devotion. And then I layer it with copaiba, like Lori does. I layer that. And I also always put a drop under my tongue. It's great for inflammation, and I've found it to be very, very helpful. So then I also do the Great Day protocols. I won't go over that again. After I do my Bible reading, my praying, and everything, I do the Great Day protocol, finish my water up, and then I'll go and, you know, get my breakfast. And sometimes it's a smoothie, similar to what Lori was saying. Sometimes I have something else, but I always drink my Ningxia. My husband likes to drink it like a shot. And I think that's how Lori drinks it, right? Like most of the time, a shot. Yeah. I drink it. My favorite way of drinking it is with my homemade kombucha. That's my favorite way of drinking it. It's like a drink to me. So I like it. I have drank it as a shot. It's fine. I like it that way, but I don't know. I just always like to kind of savor it a little bit more instead of that just drinking a shot down. And one of my members just realized what she mixes it in with water. She's like, oh, that's an amazing drink. And she will put black pepper oil in it. She'll put thieves in it. She likes all different things. So that's, you can make more of a drink out of it that it'll last longer, and you're getting more water too, because we know water is important. And then I make sure I take all my supplements. I do take a lot of supplements too. And I take my CBD I do this in the morning and I do it before I go to bed at night, my CBD oil. And I'll take my nighttime one now. You just take a dropper of it and put it on your tongue and let it sit there for like 20 seconds and then swallow it. And the CBD is great to get your body back to homeostasis, to balance. It helps with so many different things. I like the mint, but it comes in citrus and cinnamon too. So that is my morning routine. And of course, we both like, Lori, especially when it's a little cooler, we like to make tea with the jacked up honey. I'm having some chai tea right now with jacked up honey in it. So that's all part of it. So you see how you can incorporate these oils in your just in your routine, and you don't even realize it, but you are increasing your body's frequency, which is so important. The better we eat, the more whole foods we eat, the less stress we have, the less stress we have. All these things contribute to our frequency coming down, which will negativity. So the Great Day Protocol has helped with that positive attitude. All these things bring down our body's natural frequency that we were created with. The essential oils, because they're plants, they increase our frequency. Amazing. We just were at a class a couple weeks ago of learning all about that. And it's like super scientific and super cool, but there's a lot involved in realizing that Jehovah created these plants for us to use, and being that they're still like living, they actually, because the way they're processed, young living, slightly the steam distilling, the properties are all there for our benefit. That's why they're truly therapeutic, because they have those healing benefits to it. So it's really wonderful to know that we can empty our cabinet like Lori was showing, and we can substitute these things, and this can become our new normal as far as our go-to for whatever we might be going through, whether it's sleep, stress, stomach, all these issues that we have. We can use these oils, and then we can also, whilst we use them, we're being proactive, because we're helping our body not to get to those different, because we're already using them. So our body's just being lifted up and benefiting from them. So, so does anybody have any questions about the daytime routine? Because we're going to also talk about our nighttime routine. Did anybody have anything or like comments? Maybe you have a routine, like a couple oils that you like to use. Andrea?
Yes, I love peppermint. It keeps me going. Waking up at 5 o'clock, I really don't take the time to diffuse oil, but I do it later in the day when I get home from my nap.
Yes.
And I also do it at night, but I use peppermint a lot for I have it in a roller, and I use it on my neck constantly because I have arthritis in my neck, and it seems to take away the pain, helps me cope, and it gives you energy too. So, and then yeah, I have gotten good use out of copiative. Is that how you say it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I use that for the inflammation, and I use I like Digest, you know that, because I've had GI issues, and I rub that on my stomach all the time, and it does work.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you.
I have a question. Did you say that you put copiative under you ingest it? You put it under your tongue, you said?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you said that's for inflammation?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. And it has the same constituents as CBD, but it's from a different plant. So it really, really, it's very calming too. It's kind of an earthy smell. It's not strong. It's not florally. It's very earthy. And so it doesn't really have much of a taste. But it's also like Lori was talking about the driving oils. It amplifies like peppermint does. It amplifies other oils. So I always add in, and I'll talk about this in my nighttime routine. I always add copaiba to almost every roller I make, because whenever you add copaiba, it's gonna amplify those oils and drive them more into, so you're gonna get a more of a benefit from it. So it used to come in the kit. When I got Young Living 3 years ago, this oil was in the kit, and then they changed it. So, but I have bottles of this all over the place because my husband uses it too a lot. So it's one that I really don't want to be without. Thank you.
Also, I don't know if you wear masks in Florida, but we have to here. And I put a drop of thieves in my mask when I drive that bus, because
absolutely
the little munch kids that ride my bus get exposed to COVID all the time. They're disappeared for 2 weeks, and then they come back, and I'll say, "Were you sick?" And they say, "No, but my mom had COVID." So I've been facing that since September. So
yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, Lori.
All right. Well, the plan was to skip to our nighttime routine, but I just had to like squeeze in my little afternoon routine because it's short, but I'm a desk worker, and you know how it is when you sit in one place for a long time, you become tired and and your neck is cramped up. I don't know, that's me anyway. I don't know if anybody else can relate to that, but that's my day. I think Jillian can relate to that. So a couple of my buddies for one is deep relief for when my shoulders are sore, which really you could make the same roller that Ken uses on his ankles and stuff. But I like, number one, this is super handy because it comes already in a roller from Young Living, so I love that. And it's just, I keep that on my desk and I just roll that on my shoulders, on my neck. Also, when I'm sleepy, a couple things I do, I'll get some Ningxia. I'll get a Ningxia packet, and I forgot to bring it over here, but there's also another Ningxia product, which is Ningxia Nitro. And it has caffeine in it, but it's caffeine from green tea. It's very mild. Some coffee can make me jittery and things like that. And I'm actually off coffee now. I've kind of substituted Ningxia for my coffee. But if I need a pick-me-up, either for tiredness, or it's also for cognitive function, because there's a lot of B's in it, the B vitamins, and just the green caffeine from green tea. So it's a little shot, just that big, and you can either just shoot it down, or what I prefer to do really is to mix it in with some water and some Ningxia Red, and then the Ningxia Nitro, and it makes a nice little afternoon pick-me-up if you need that either mentally or physically for tiredness. And I usually take my supplements in the my C's and my D's in the afternoon, just kind of split up my supplements throughout the day. And also, I had forgotten to mention that one other thing that I do in the morning is, I don't know, do any of you guys use Endoflex? It's a great oil it's for your thyroid and your adrenals. So I just made a little roller just put Endoflex and some carrier oil in it, and I just rub it on my thyroid. And then I also rub it on my lower back. I don't know exactly where my adrenals are, so I just rub it over as much of my lower back as I can reach, to, because I'm not sure exactly where I'm hitting. So anyway, I'm sorry, somebody's just messaging me about trying to join. Just bear with me 1 second. Do you have an afternoon routine you have, Denise?
Someone is, Janet is, I'm letting
okay,
Janet.
good. You're letting her in. Okay, great.
Yeah. I just, you know, like sometimes I'm home here in the ministry, Mondays and Wednesdays, I'm normally here. And then Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, I'm working normally. So I have oils always in my purse. I have a nice little pouch. So I carry my oils. One of the oils I love to take with me is Energy. And I use that one a lot because that really, it has black pepper in, peppermint. It like really gives me energy. So like if I'm driving in the afternoon from one work site to another, I just like, and I just need that pick me up. I'll use the Energy. I also have a little diffuser in my car. Well, it was the Christmas ornament we got for free. And I hung it on my thing, and I put peppermint on it, and it just makes the whole car smell so good. So that's what I've been using it for, as a car diffuser. So it worked out really well, and it's very cute. So it's very, very cute. So yeah, I mean, and sometimes I'll take a Zing with me, which that is our energy drink, but it's all natural. It's not like these Red Bulls and all this other stuff. It has a little bit of caffeine, not much. It has ginseng in it. It's mildly carbonated because I'm not a fan of carbonation. So, and it's like this pretty pink color, and it just bubbles up. So, but I normally take what I do is I make a thermos, and I have water in it. I put in my kombucha, Ningxia, and Zolphirzime, and I just shake that up, and I drink that a lot during the day. So yeah, so I just kind of wing it how I'm feeling, and I don't really have a you know, specific, but that's about specific.
Yeah, mine isn't an everyday thing either. It's kind of like as needed, you know, depending on how the day is going.
Yeah.
But it's something that's helped me to keep my productivity level up during the day, you know, rather than just kind of slumping down. So, and then
I have a question.
Yes.
I am diabetic. So will any of these products raise my sugar being diabetic?
Nope.
No.
Even the Ningxia, even people worry about the Ningxia because it's fruit, you know, fruit puree, but I believe it has a glycemic index of 11. So that's good and acceptable for a diabetic, and from my understanding can even help regulate your blood sugar. Did you drink the Ningxia packets that came in your
No, I haven't. How can I explain this? Certain things and things I can't drink, like, you know, it just irritates me. I bring it back up, and it's just a nightmare drinking certain stuff that I'm not used to. That's just me.
I understand.
But I haven't tried it. I really haven't tried it. And I really should have looked at the package too to see what it is in there and if it will raise my sugar. I'm very, you know, particular about that part of it. Is
right.
Being
I would suggest if you're worried about the stomach and everything, which some people do, you know, have a sense to mix it with water and to drink it, make sure it's cold. It tastes better cold. So mix it, not with necessarily ice water, but just like cold water, and make a glass, like an 8-ounce glass of it, and drink it that way. And that way it won't be like going like, because it's high fiber. It does have the fruit in it, but it is very concentrated, because it's not like drinking like cranberry juice. It's actually all pomegranate, blueberries, the wolfberry. It's the whole food. It's a whole fiber, whole food supplement. So you're not just getting the juice, you're getting the whole plant, the whole berries. So it is very concentrated. So that would be my suggestion. It might be like easier on your stomach to drink it that way.
So mix it a little bit. So how much do I mix with water if I mix it?
Yeah, like it's 2 ounces that's in the packet. So add 4 to 6 ounces of water, and you'll have a nice drink. nice tasty drink. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll try it. Okay.
Yeah.
And let us know, please.
Yeah. Yeah. So for our nighttime routine, you know, our bedtime routine, we want to kind of start thinking about how we can wind down before it's time to go to bed. So if we want to go to bed at 10:30, we want to think backwards and think, well, how much time do I need to do my routine where I can wind down so when I go to bed, I can really go to sleep, you know? So that should involve getting off your screens, whatever your screens may be. Try to get off your screens. I was the guiltiest of all. I used to go to bed and have my phone in bed and do every little thing on my phone in bed. But I'm now like, I do take my phone in my bedroom, but I do not use it in bed anymore. I weaned myself off of it. And I really feel so much better for that, you know, sleeping better for that. So try to get off your screens, try to dim your lights. If you're a nighttime shower or bather, you know, take a nice hot shower or bath, use some Epsom salts with some oils added, you know, the calming things like lavender. Before I go to bed, I try to remember to go to my refrigerator to get my Life 9, my probiotic. That's my supplement that I have the hardest time remembering to take because it's in the refrigerator. You need to keep it in the refrigerator, but don't forget to go to the refrigerator before you get in bed, because if you don't, you're not going to want to get out and get it. Lower your lighting, give yourself some time to unwind. I like to put lavender, which I can't find my lavender, but lavender and cedarwood in my diffuser. That's my combo of choice. Sometimes I add Sacred Mountain in too, just because it smells so good. When I get in bed, I've made I took a thieves oil bottle that only had a few drops left in the bottom, and I made a roller with it. So I added a few more drops of thieves oil from another bottle. I added frankincense and I added lemon, and then I topped it off with a carrier oil and put the roller top. You know, you can buy those from Young Living. And if in your kit, I think you get 2. So you can make yourself a nice roller. So I roll this on my feet, and then I use.
And they're only $10.50 for 10 of them. But if you try to buy them on Amazon, they will not fit on. Yeah. So you really need to buy them through Young Living to fit bottles, and they fit the small and the big bottles.
And they're like, see, they're so much better because this is a small roller, a 5 milliliter roller I bought off Amazon. And if you can see the size of the roller on it comparatively. Yeah. So, I mean, it's fine. These work and I have a lot of them, but I like the rollers from Young Living so much more because look how much more surface you cover with that, you know, and how much more comes out. It's so much bigger and it even feels better rolling. I don't know. I like these roller tops, and I do buy them from Young Living when I need them from time to time. And the good thing is you can keep reusing them. You know, I mean, when this is empty, just take it off, refill it, and use it again. You know, wash it, try to wash it as best you can, you know. So, so I put my roller on, and then I use Peace and Calming. I put a drop on my palm, and I take some aromatic breaths. And I find this to be that's almost like the last thing I do before I go to sleep. So I take a few breaths of that and turn over and go to sleep. That's all she wrote. And I really don't have trouble sleeping, you know, but I do have another roller that I keep by the side of my bed. This is a combo of cedarwood, lavender, and vetiver. And on the occasions that I do wake up because I have something on my mind, something's bothering me, I'm having repetitive thoughts, I get this out and I roll it on my feet, and I also roll some on the palm of my hand, take a few aromatic breaths, and that usually puts me back to sleep. So that's pretty much my nighttime routine. Denise, do you want to share yours?
I have a crazy nighttime routine.
I had to leave a lot of time for her because hers is like
So I take a nighttime shower. I'm not a morning shower person. Everybody's different with that. I like to take, because I clean houses most of the time, and I feel like I need a shower before I get in my bed. So I always take a shower at night. I find it relaxing. Of course, I love all the Young Loving products, the shampoos, the body wash, everything I use, the Thieves hand soap, the bar soap is amazing. I always have that in my shower to use for certain parts of my body. I just love that. And so, and I always wash my face again with the Bloom. I've been using the Bloom, but also a couple times a week, 2 or 3 times, I use the Mint facial scrub, which I think Lori just got this as part of her little, for her beauty school that her and Melissa went to today. So this is a nice, beautiful scrub. It's called Satin because it does feel, it's just like very mild, and you don't want to use it every day, but I use it about 2 or 3 times a week. So I will use that. And then what I do is I use the Bloom moisturizer brightening lotion. I'll put that on. And last month we got an oil called Manuka for free with our qualifying order. And I've been putting a drop of that in my palm of my hand with my brightening lotion and just rubbing it on my face. And it's an amazing oil. I just love it. It's really lovely. So I've added that recently. Then I make where is it? Oh, I didn't bring it. I make a breast cream. Okay, no, wait, my door opened. I've learned that, taking care of our breasts are very important. So I use coconut oil, and I put in frankincense, copaiba, and I have made myself this. So when I'm done with my shower, I just rub it on my breasts, and it really, frankincense is known for its properties, and actually, you know how our cells are always changing in our body? It actually, even the Mayo Clinic has said that frankincense helps our body to rejuvenate healthy cells. So I just feel that's really important. And I've never had any breast problems, and I don't want to have any. So I use that faithfully after I take a shower, do my face, and then use my breast cream. And they have beautiful lotions for super dry skin. The lavender is super calming to the skin. So I use a lot of that right now, because in the winter, our skin really does suffer from the winter dryness and everything, especially in Pennsylvania. I'm not sure about Florida, but it does around here. Then
never dry here.
It's always humid there. Yeah. But I think it's because of it's humid here too, but I think it's because the heat's running all the time because of it's being cold, and then that dries you out. And I always have water by my bed too. And I put a couple drops of Thieves in it. And I just sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night. Like once I wake up to go to the bathroom, and I'll have a little sip of that water, and it's just so nice. And of course, we all use the Thieves toothpaste, mouthwash, all that stuff too. So that's just the normal things that we do. As far as getting ready for bed, it is a good idea, exactly what Lori said, to get ourselves ready for bed. And one of the things I do when I go in the shower is I have a lantern diffuser in my bedroom like this one. And I set it up, and the oils that I use, I have this cute little rack here. The oils that I use are cedar wood. I use Raven for breathing and helping us with our nighttime breathing, and lavender. And those are normally the ones that I use in my diffuser at night. And so I get that set up so our room starts getting filled with all the nice aroma of those oils. And then that helps set the whole mood of getting to sleep. And then when I'm getting in bed, I'll use Aroma Life, and I have one of those rollers on top. I roll it on my neck and on my heart area. This supports healthy blood pressure. I'm not on any medication. So I've found it very beneficial. It's a blend of oils. It's called Aroma Life, already blended. And that's the one thing with Young Living that makes them really special, is that they have so many amazing blends that we don't have to worry about putting things together. They put it together for us. The one thing after I went through menopause was I was literally getting up every 2 hours to go pee. And it was driving me insane and interrupting my sleep. So for anyone that has the problems, I've had success. Not everyone does, but I've had success with cypress oil. And they use this also for kiddos that have problems with wetting the bed wetters. I just take this, I drop it. I don't have a roller on this one. I drop it and I just rub it on my abdomen. And literally since the first night I've used it, I get up once during the night to go pee. And I think that's amazing. So that is a great, thank you. Thank you. Because I mean, how can you get a good night's sleep when you're getting up every 2 hours to go to the bathroom? You just can't. It's just not possible. So it has been a lifesaver for me. So, and then what I do the same thing with Lori too. Before I go to bed, I use Life 9 and I use the CBD, like I said. So that kind of helps me because I'm remembering 2 things and not just one thing. And they're both in the refrigerator. So then what I do is I'm going to show you how to make a roller. So this is my nighttime roller that I put on the bottom of my feet at night. So what I do is one of these, this is a 10 mil roller. And so normally you would put around 30 drops, 40 at the most in a 10 mil roller. So I will put 5 drops of thieves because I want all the immune support helping me during the night when my body is, you know, resting and recuperating. And then I add, where are my oils? Which did I have them? What else? Oh, I had them here. Okay, vetiver is one that Lori mentioned. This was another problem I had, and since day one, again, vetiver is one that it's a really, really thick oil. It's from the root of a tree. It's super earthy smelling. It's super grounding, and it really helps with those racing thoughts. So it's like sap. So it's kind of cold in here, and I didn't get to hold it, but you can walk around with it in your bra, or you can hold it in your hand for a little bit, and it'll warm up and then it'll start dripping out. So I'll do that one later.
In India, they call that the oil of tranquility, vetiver.
Yes, yeah. And then I'll add copaiba always. I'll add like 5 drops of copaiba. And then I have some other nighttime oils that I like to use. One of them is a blend called Rutavala. It has ruta, it has valerian oil, and it has lavender. So I
spell that
Rutavala.
Okay, thank you.
And so I will put 10 drops of that. So what I love about this is lavender. What lavender does is it really gets your body and your mind ready for sleep. And then the cedar wood, here, where did I put that cedar wood? I have it here.
I just got the cedar wood and I noticed I got drowsy when I used it.
Yes, cedar wood helps you to, I don't know, here it is, because it was with my other. It helps you to stay asleep. And the valerian in the rutavala keeps you asleep. Valerian comes from Valium. It like mimics that. That's the synthetic. And then I add a carrier oil. So I'll just squirt in. I get organic, fractionized. I just pump it in there. Gonna leave a little bit of room because I want to put some of that vetiver in there. And then I just put the top on, and I got myself my nighttime roller. Roll on the bottom of your feet, especially your big toe. Because your big toe is your VitaFlex point that goes to your brain. And it really just goes, it just really helps your brain to calm down, especially with that vetiver in. And I've had a lot of success with that. So, and then I use my hand cream, which was what I use Panaway and the Copaiba. And I always add, like Lori does, the wintergreen, extra wintergreen. I think I put some peppermint in here too. And then I just take this, and in the winter here, it stays, I can leave this in my bedroom because it's cold enough that it doesn't melt. But like in Florida, you might have to put it in the refrigerator because it might be too warm. And I just put this on my joints, where especially, or if my hip's bothering me or whatever, I'll put that where it needs it. This got me off of ibuprofen, and I just was so happy when I didn't have to take ibuprofen anymore. So, and coconut oil, it's not too greasy. It absorbs in your skin pretty fast. And a lot of people ask, does it ruin your clothing? I haven't really had too much of a problem. Sometimes my necklace that I carry with has a roller. And if I'm not careful enough and I use it, I've got it right here on my shirt. But I don't know. I don't have any problems with my bedding or anything. Do you, Lori?
No, I never even thought of that. No.
I mean, if you would drop a bottle of oil on you're going to have an oil blob on but just the way you normally use it, you really don't have to be overly concerned about that. And then there is the CBD Calm Roller. So I usually have that at my bed in case, because it has vetiver and lavender in. And so if I do wake up for some reason, or if I think I might have a trouble, I'll just put this on my neck. And it's super, super calming. So if you have a lot of anxiety too, this is a great thing to consider. You can become a member with the CBD kit too. We don't talk a lot about the CBD, but it has absolutely no THC, and 100% will never show up on a drug test. So you don't have to worry. It's not about getting high at all, but it does, maybe sometime we can even do a class on that, because there's a lot to learn about the CBD. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty much what we do. And we hope that you enjoyed hearing all that. And
I forgot one thing that I wanted to talk about. I'm sorry to interrupt. Denise.
No, go ahead.
My new best friend, Progessence Plus. So this has, most women are deficient in progesterone, and this has essential oils plus like progesterone from like a wild yam extract. So, I mean, I really had a pretty easy menopause, but I do have hot flashes from time to time. And this is something that I've been using. You can, the way I use it is like drop it on my forearm. You want to put it on, sensitive skin areas, and then just kind of rub your forearms together. And it can really, some people call it like their happy juice. It's like it can help you in that way. It can help with the hot flashes and other symptoms of menopause. And you can use 2 to 4, even I've heard people using up to 6 drops, like 2 times a day. So you can also use that morning and evening if it's something that you think you benefit from. But it's a good thing to do some research on, because it's
what's the name of it?
It's called Progessence Plus. I'll put it in the chat so you can see it.
And I'm trying to remember where that's under. Is it under oils when you look on the?
Oh, that's a great question.
Progestins, what?
Progestin Plus. I just put it in the chat.
I see it.
So
and I don't even think it's just for menopausal.
No.
It's hormonal issues. If you have hormonal issues, it really
I think any woman could use it from the age of like the time you get your period on.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Absolutely.
So it can help in whatever your hormonal issues may be, but it's totally natural, so there's no risks or anything with it. And like I said, the progesterone is from wild yam extract. So it's Gary Young developed it along with Dr. Oliver Wenker, and he has a lot of interesting stuff if you follow him on YouTube or Facebook or whatever. He has I have some of his books, and he's actually a medical doctor, but he's out of his own necessity, his own inability to find help with his medical problems in the medical field, he turned to natural solutions, and now he's into all of that stuff. So anyway, anybody have any questions about anything?
Nadine did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That one for the progesterone, I know it does work. When I was in my 40s, I used wild yam, and it did help. I didn't go through menopause like most women did. So cool. I know that product does work. Yeah. I didn't have hot flashes or sweating or anything like that. Nothing.
That's a great testimony. Thank you for sharing.
And at the time, they didn't have progesterone cream. They sold wild yam at the health food store.
Right.
And so I started using the wild yam.
Huh.
And then they came out with a progesterone cream. Yeah. But it does work.
The issue with the progesterone cream is a lot of it is like synthetic,
synthetic, exactly.
And you really want to use that. And then there seems to be other risks associated with that. So, Senia, did you have a question?
Yes, I wanted to know, like I said, the cream that Denise was showing that have coconut oil and the white one. What are the ingredients?
I put in Panaway, wintergreen, copaiba, and peppermint. And if you don't have wintergreen, I mean, Panaway, wintergreen is in Panaway. I'm like Lori, I just like to add some more of it. But if you don't have it, it's fine. Even if you just have, if you just have copaiba and you have Panaway, it works too.
Also, it have coconut oil, you said? No.
Yeah, I get the hardened, coconut oil, like organic from Amazon. I find it to be the cheapest place, but you can get it anywhere now, really.
That is the one that you keep in the refrigerator, or no?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Knocking everything over. Yeah. I don't have to, because like I said, it's cold enough here, but in the summer I have to put it in the refrigerator because it goes to liquid. Yeah.
Okay.
Where did you get the pump one? The pump.
Oh, I got that from Amazon. It's it's organic fractionated coconut oil.
Oh,
right.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, when you're looking for your carrier oils, just look for oils that say organic, cold pressed, words like that, so that you know that you're buying something, because you hate to have your great Young Living 100% pure oils and then mix them with some weird, chemically derived oil. So those are the kind of words that I look for when I'm choosing my carrier oils.
Now, I've used grapeseed oil for massage, and I put the peppermint, lavender, and copaiba, and my massage therapist loves it. He's young. he's younger and he has arthritis in his hands. And he says every time he uses it, it helps his hands.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah. I want to mention one more thing that I'm doing in the past month is I use my essential reward points to get this. And this is almost a $200 kit of oils. And it's the feelings kit. And these again, you do affirmations and it helps you to work through, blocks that you might have, emotional things that maybe you're working on, or that things that are stopping you, trauma you've had in your life, or just things you've gone through. And so this is one thing I'm doing right now. I hadn't been doing it. So I just wanted to let you know that it is something that you can use if you want to save up to get it. And it's really helped me a lot. When I first started, I did it in the morning and at night. And I got so angry after a week. I had like all this anger. And so I was definitely working through some things. So I cut it back to once a day, and I do it at night instead of in the morning. I do the Great Day Protocol in the morning, and at night I do this. And this takes a little bit longer, but what I found is that I do this and then I have my journal next to me and I just start write things. I don't even think about it, just things that are in my mind. I just start writing them and then I go to sleep. And then the nighttime, my body's healing and repairing. And then I use the Great Day Protocol in the morning and I don't feel that anger, but I do definitely feel better. Like I feel like I'm being released from some of the things that were blocking me, like forgiving myself and for things like that happened so long ago. And we know Jehovah forgives us, but we're always hard on ourselves and think, oh, you keep repeating, why did I do this? Or why, but it really, really, I've noticed a difference of releasing of some of my, and I just think it's upping my body's frequency, right? So we're more in the positive than in the negative, because when our frequency is lower, then we feel that way. We feel lower. When our frequency is higher, we feel higher. So that we have to remember that these oils stay in our body for 4 to 6 hours. That's it. That's why I love diffusing, because it's there. It's in the room. When you diffuse all night, like you put this on the intermittent, I wake up in the morning and it's still going. So all night I'm breathing that in. These oils I put in with 4 to 6 hours, they go in our body, they do their thing, and then they're gone. So we have to keep reapplying. So when we build a routine, we're helping our body, we're supporting our body. And, so just start simple, and however we can help you with that, we will be glad to help you in any way.
Absolutely. And just a few future events that we have coming up. First of all, I put a link to a Google form in the chat. If you wouldn't mind taking the time to fill that out and just give us some feedback and maybe thoughts on, something else you might want to hear about in a future class. Denise has a class this coming Wednesday, right? On the feelings kit protocol, correct?
Well, yeah, it's going to be on Team Live Well. So you have to be on Team Live Well.
Okay.
And so we're going to be talking about, it's just not me, I'm facilitating it, but there's 6 of us and we're going to each take one of the oils, because there's 6 oils in that kit. And we're going to, share with you about each of those oils and the benefits of each of those oils and why they're specifically put in the feelings kit. Yeah, it's a Gary Young, it's a Young Living signature item. And so it's going to be an hour on 8 o'clock on the 20th. Is that the 24th? Yeah, the 24th at 8 o'clock. So if you're on Team Live Well, or if you're not a member and you become a member, you're on Facebook, you can join by Wednesday, and you can be part of that to learn more about that feelings kit.
And then also we have 2 weeks from tonight on March 5th, Melissa and I are doing a basics of essential oils class, and we're going to also talk about make some rollers, talk about some diffuser recipes, things like that. So that'll be Friday, March 5th at 7 p.m. And then 1 month from tonight, on March 19th, we're going to do a spa night. So we're working out the details on that, but we'll be in touch about what it's going to entail. But Melissa and I were able to attend the training today, this afternoon, where we learned a lot about skincare. And we want to share some of that with you guys and do some DIYs, or, you know, just pampering. So spa night 1 week from tonight. I mean, one month from tonight, March 19th. So we look forward to that. And oh, the raffle. You always almost forget the drawing, like every time.
And, you know, for all these classes, they're free, they're open. If you have any friends that you want to you join with us, please invite them. You know, when we give you the link, you can just share that with a friend and just let us know, so we know we can let them in. Let Lori or I know. So yeah, it's, you know, these classes are just for the more people we can have, the better. It's a great tool of education, resource of education.
Lori, can I just ask you the name of your YouTube?
Yes, it's called Oils Absolutely. I'll put it in the chat as soon as I put this off. So let's spin for the raffle.
Hey,
see who's getting that Great Day Protocol. Melissa is. Woohoo! I love the way they put applause on there. That's so cool. All right. Yes. So,
Lori, did you want to do it again for someone else? It's fine with me.
Yeah, you're willing to share your. Oh, that's so sweet of you. All right.
Are you sure it's a Great Day Protocol?
Yes, because I can do it on my own, like my oils and things like that.
Okay.
So why don't you let someone else have a chance?
That is sweet. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna share again. And let's see. All right, the Great Day Protocol. Hey. All right.
Awesome.
That's great. That's awesome. I love it.
So excellent.
Thank you. I'm so excited to try it. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you'll
yes.
love it.
You'll love it.
Try your Ningxia, you'll be all set.
And I put the.
Yes, I am going to try it. I'm going to look at it when I'm finished and see what it is and all that. And I'm going to try it in the morning. So I'm excited to see how it works. Because being diabetic, I have to be very careful not to increase my sugar. So